Hey, my super beautiful, lovely souls. Lizzie the Lightworker here. And I welcome you if you are joining me for the first time to my channel, Rainbow Moon Readings. And I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button so you can stick around and see all the cool and interesting, sort of revolutionary readings I'm trying to do here, guys. And I always have positive messages. We're always doing everything with love and light. And I'm always open to suggestions for readings. But today I am going on with my life path video readings, and we're doing life path number 2 today. All right, so I will also leave in the description box, guys, the formula for life path number, how to find your life path number. So if you're joining me new and you can check out my other videos, let me know your life path number. I'm also going to start doing compatibility between life path numbers, so 2s and 5s, 6s and 7s, 4s and 9s, etc., etc. Okay, but today is for life path number 2s. All right. And like I said in my other videos, everybody has a tarot card that is corresponding with their life path number. So life path number 2s, and this also has to do with the suits that follow in the tarot. So sometimes the 2s, all the 2s in the tarot have that energy. So the 2 of swords, the 2 of coins, the 2 of cups, and so on and so forth, have that energy that correspond with the 2. So you are the High Priestess if you are a life path number 2. Okay, so we're going to get into this reading. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about the first card will represent like destiny, sort of your soul's purpose. Next card will be what sort of you want to improve on, maybe, or work on, or what does your soul need you to work on in this life. Sort of your I don't know, like things you need to like just maybe work out. Okay, number 3 is going to be heart's desire. What is your heart's desire? What is your heart's desire for your true path in life? Sort of some love advice we'll get, career advice, and then maybe a message from higher self in the universe. That sounds good. Okay, so let's jump right into it. So now this first card is going to be destiny and soul's purpose. Okay, so now with number 2s are natural peacemakers. Okay, they're great listeners, they're great with memories, they're really good at details, they're good at gathering information, they're visionaries. Okay, they're good like with duality, like they're able to see both sides to an argument. Okay, this has to do with sort of being in between a crossroads, or like at a stalemate, sort of a stalemate. All right, so your soul's purpose is to definitely try to open up to things in life and not hold back so much emotion. All right, that corresponds perfectly here with the High Priestess card, because High Priestess has to do with mystery, sort of secrets, not opening up completely, sort of the way 2s feel out situations a lot. They remain quiet and observant a lot of the time. Okay, but they never really let everything out about themselves. That's a little bit to do with this card too. They also don't like to see things that are like the obvious things, because they're so busy seeking for the deeper meaning. They're not looking at like the rational meaning. So that's part of what your soul wants you to know. Okay, look for sort of the rational explanations, the rational meanings. You know, this has to do with like not letting anything in and not letting anything out. Okay, but this is sort of telling you you know, there's always 2 sides to your mind that are going to battle. There's always 2 sides to a story. There's always 2 sides to an argument. This is sort of telling you, you know, anything that comes your way that's difficult to deal with, just closing off is not the answer. Sort of sorting out your feelings and sorting out those thoughts and going with the better choice. There's always the better choice. We always know the better choice. Okay, follow your intuition, and you know, sort of don't be blinded to things or options. You have to sort of be a little bit more accepting in life. Okay, 2s, you know, really are very sensitive. They're great mediators. Okay, but they hate conflict. They do their best to avoid it. You know, so normally they're not speaking their minds. They can get sort of resentful, okay, because they are rather quiet, like I said, and observant. So resentment will come if they're not being heard or they're not speaking out, if that makes any sense. Okay, now what to improve on or work on. Okay, so this has to do with sort of your attitude, and about the way, like sort of the way you accept things, and also the way that you maybe could be dwelling on the past a bit. Sometimes this has to do with like past lovers and not letting go completely of the past, or sort of thinking about somebody from the past as well. But yeah, this has to do with sort of like information that's being presented to you, or offers that are being presented to you, and you're kind of just like apathetic about it, or you know, you really just have no interest in it, or you're sort of dissatisfied with the choices that you're being given, or the options that you're being given in life. You know, you sort of have it in your mind what you really, really want, but you don't know exactly how to get it. Or you're sort of just waiting for that to come along or be handed to you. You're hoping that it's just going to fall into your lap, or the answer is just going to fall into your lap all the time. Well, that's not really the logical way. You know, it has to do with, you know, you being very balanced and following your instincts and following your gut for things, and going within for the answers, okay? So 9 times out of 10, you already know the answer inside. Whether or not you want to face that answer, that becomes a problem, okay? So this is about facing things, even when you don't want to, even when they're bad, even when they're a pain in the ass. It's about really facing it with, you know, full courage, okay? That's what it's about. Using your talents, sort of, to come up with solutions for yourself as well. Because that's a very strong trait of a 2, okay? 2s can be, you know, they can have a tendency to hold themselves back, hold their talents back, not let everything out about themselves, or let all their talents out. Okay, so heart's desire. What is your heart's desire for this life? What is your heart's desire on this path? What do you truly, truly want? What's inside of you? What do you truly want? Or what is, you know, what do you need to do? Okay. So your heart's desire, I feel like, is to be seeking more spiritual enlightenment here, okay? This has to do with opening up spiritually. Maybe you're working on yourself spiritually. This also has to do with psychic abilities. 2s are the most extremely intuitive out of all the numbers in numerology. They are the most compassionate. They are like natural empaths, if that makes any sense. So all my empaths, if you're watching this video, I'm shouting out to you. But yes, this has to do with your enlightenment, the way that you see things, getting different takes and views on things, okay? So your heart may want you to know that sometimes you have to be open to another way. You have to sort of take time to meditate on things and think things through. And that is definitely something that 2s are very strong at doing. They are thinkers. You know, they're the best at like social work. They're the best at like counseling, teaching. They have a lot of patience, so they make good business partners, okay? They would be great working with children. They'd be good with arts and music. They'd be good as a homemaker or caregiver, or a stay-at-home mom. They're best in creative jobs. They would never do well in fields that are competitive, or negative environments, okay? Because they cannot stand negativity. But yes, this has to do with also sacrifices, okay? So another good lesson is to make sure you're not sacrificing for useless purposes, or you're not sacrificing for someone in your life that it's not helping you out, or it's not doing you any good, okay? This sort of has to do with stagnation, okay? So this is also telling you to move forward with what you need to move forward with, and sort of don't stay in that energy where, you know, you're unsure, uncertain for too long, okay? So love advice. Your love advice here now is going to be, let's see. Okay, hard work. Real love is definitely hard work, okay? So I feel like the best compatibility for a 2 is going to be a 2, an 8, or a 9, okay? Those are the best numbers for compatibility. So a 2, an 8, or a 9 is going to sort of match them where they want the companionship, the level of companionship they want. Emotional needs will be met. Intimacy needs would be met. They would allow them to take that time that they need to open up, take a little longer to open up, if that makes any sense. A lot of 2s have that issue, and they definitely would feel more safe and protected with a 2, an 8, or a 9, okay? And be able to have more intelligent conversations, okay? But yes, this has to do with hard work, okay? So advice and love. Love is hard work. Real love is hard work. It's going to tell you that as a 2, you might want to give up sometimes, or you might shut yourself down sometimes, or become too withdrawn sometimes, not speak up enough, not communicate enough, not let out your emotions enough. That's going to be hard for you to do. So you have to really work on that. Plus, when you come in with a partner, your partner's going to expect certain things from you, and you're going to have to work together and communicate well to figure out what you need to do to meet your partner's needs, and what does your partner need to do to meet your needs. You can't stay quiet. You've got to open up your mouth and say, if your partner's not doing something correct, then you need to let them know. You need to express that emotion, okay? Don't withhold those emotions, okay? And watch out for being overly emotional. That's another big one too, okay? Because 2s can be overly emotional, okay? All in all, though, they're very mature, very well-balanced people, okay? And they definitely have that inkling to follow their inner voice and their inner knowing. Okay, they're very, very wise. They make fantastic lovers and partners. 2s are the most compassionate. Okay, so let's get some career advice. So career advice is going to be, like I said with 1s, do what you love, okay? Don't go or fall into a job that you don't really like, or you have lukewarm feelings about. Make sure you're passionate about it, okay? Make sure it makes you happy. Make sure there's nothing depressing about it, or that you can get too attached to the emotional part of it. Like if you're a counselor or you're going to a social work field, make sure you're able to keep a handle on your own emotions, dealing with clients or people that you're taking care of, okay? But yes, I also feel like this has to do with children. So I don't know if this could be a stay-at-home mom that's perfectly happy with that, a homemaker, or somebody that cares for children, or a teacher, a kindergarten teacher, a nursery teacher, something like that of that field would be a really ideal match for a 2. Okay, now a message from higher self. Okay, so a message from your higher self is, with the world, this is all about completion and accomplishment, okay? Universe wants you to know, your higher self wants you to know, you have the proper energy to manifest anything that you need to get to a place where you feel wonderful about yourself, you feel creative, you feel like you have everything met. Your love, your passions, your soul's purpose, your job is good, your home life is good, your relationships are good. Getting to that point for you, I feel like, would be a bit of work, but you have to do the things that are necessary to get to this. And I feel like that's exactly what, your higher self just wants you to be happy, wants you to accept yourself, wants you to know that, you are a worthy, spiritual, wonderful, healing person. When I see this card, I also see healer. So again, I'm feeling like a strong empath thing here. If you guys know what an empath is, or you want more information about an empath, you can look up empath, and it's a very true thing. Psychology is actually recognizing empaths now. So yeah, I feel like this is all about completion in life, and what you need to do to have that completion will ultimately give you everything you're looking for and everything that you want. 2s are good at understanding people. They're good at putting their opinions aside and their emotions aside when they need to. They'd even be good with law jobs, like mediation type jobs, only because they need jobs and they need relationships that give them a purpose. They have to feel like they have purpose, okay? And then we'll just get one more card from our energy oracle, okay? And we get the Temple Path. So spirituality, okay? This has to do with spirituality, sort of expanding your spirituality, getting in touch with that spirituality. And I do believe there is some psychic ability here. So I'm feeling like this person needs to pursue that, or open up to that, or meditate some more, or work on meeting your guides or your ancestors, or whatever you need to do to sort of up your spirituality me and believe in yourself that there is definitely some psychic ability here that needs to be tapped into. Okay, so this is just some more advice from the universe that you should do that. Okay guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Please let me know what you think about this video, and if you'd like another number reading, please comment in your life path number. I'm gonna start working on more videos. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.